So I've lived in London my whole life, and like any of us, you know, when you move around the city, you spot places, those little empty spots, those forgotten spaces, and one of the pleasures of running Street Feast is that on occasion I get a chance to animate those spaces. There's no grand plan or master plan of what we're going to do. You know, I was simply inspired by night markets around the world and just thought that with my background, I might be able to create something interesting.
It's quite a surreal food experience. You know, it's not like every day you get like loads of nice people hanging out, surrounded by very well priced, tasty food.
It's just a blank canvas, and I can just vision the energy and the buzz and the vibes that are going to be in there, and you put these creative, brilliant food street traders in there.
And then when we did launch, it was pretty raw, you know, no frills, no music, just simple 8 awesome traders in a car park, just off Brick Lane. What a vibe. It's just developed over those weeks into being this really lovely community event, which is something that's kind of rare in London these days.
Well, Street Feast kind of gives you a totally different offering. You know, it's kind of that night out, so to speak. It's not necessarily out, but you're still going out and you're getting some food and seeing people, and it's social.
One of the wonderful things about the Merchant Yard is that it's ours every day for 3 whole months, so it just gives us scope to do so much more.
I've just joined the team working with Dom and the guys, and I'm going to be working on all the kind of creative and design elements, whether it be flyers and the design, website, and also just kind of the curation of the site and the aesthetic kind of treatment we're going to give to it.
All little touches of thinking about the experience of customers when they come into the space.
We're going to be programming in some local DJs, and we're going to be doing some mixtapes, and just like really just enhancing, as I say, what the Street Feast vibe is, which is not just food focused, not only about the food, but it's just a real like London-centric experience. You know, there's streams of local people around here producing amazing stuff, whether it be music or, you know, the DJs and stuff, but also within fashion and within design and art. We just want to be able to showcase, and that's what hopefully I'm going to be able to bring, is like a plugging in a showcase of some of the local talent and people that are just passing through in London.
Overlooking the yard, we've got this mezzanine level where we're lucky enough to have Strip Back from Ben Spaldings. He's going to be doing his refined street food thing there, which if you're into your food, you're going to get really excited about it. That's going to be pretty great.
The best way to describe Strip Back is it is a very, very affordable, accessible dining experience. In essence, it's a restaurant in the middle of wherever you want it to be. For me, when I started it, I had a couple of squeezy bottles, I had a blowtorch, and I had a mandolin, Japanese slicer, and that was it. I mean, it was beyond running like a section in a restaurant, you know, but something that I felt really comfortable and natural with, and I just loved it. And we deliberately, when we started, we didn't signpost it at all. We didn't do anything, we just left it there so people were curious, and I feel really excited about it because it's on a mezzanine level, it's covered, got access to a fridge and freezer, so you know, we're really going to go for it now. We're going to take real proper crockery, you know, there, and really almost like provide you with a restaurant, you know.
So the site's quite special. You know, sat here at the end of the Kingsland Basin.
It's really in a hub of activity, and I think it will be just a great meeting place. Like, it will be a spot.
A great bar, cocktails, good tunes, you know, it's just perfect. It's a recipe for a really, really brilliant experience.
You know, if you're into your food and drink, there's going to be a lot to get excited about.
I do have that kind of moment where I'm unsure and uncertain on what I'm going to be treating myself with. Sometimes I go for a few, you know, kind of pig out, so to speak.
Yeah, Ribman, Mark I am, because he's a legend. I use his holy fuck sauce all the time. I did a soul food dinner the other night, one of my world dinners, you know, and I put it in there and people just loved it, and they're like, God, I love that spice in there. You know, and I just love going to see Mark because I love what he does. I think he's really quite an inspirational guy, I think, from what he does, and he's got like a cult following.
The Bleecker Street Burger guys, either the double cheeseburger or even go for the blue burger as well. They're top notch.
We've also added a couple of new people to it as well. There's going to be Bao, who are a Taiwanese crew. They did this soya milk fried chicken, which is wicked, and the salad was with pomelo fruit and had this lovely little crunch in it as well. Really, really good.
You know, and it's so affordable and it's so easy, and it's just very cool. And I mean, it's just going to be good to be around all of them.
There's a real sense of community at Street Feast. You know, I mean, that links the traders, the customers, and my team as well.
And they're all characters, they're all different people, and it's so diverse, which is the main thing as well, which what makes Street Feast so amazing, because you can go in there and you can just work right around.
You know, food crosses all boundaries, genders, races, whatever. It doesn't discriminate. People who are into good food, good music and good times, I think, are going to really enjoy coming to Street Feast this summer.